Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to my 2382nd edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. Traders, a lot going on out there. It's Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. Markets just opened a little while ago, and I can't even wait around for my videographer to show up because, boy, are these things flying. So let me get this quick video out to you. Risky, risky, risky. Never trade without stops. The environment that we're in now with this insane volatility, you would be insane to trade these markets without placing your protective stops first. This is a risky game. Make sure you place those stops. Okay, so where are we? This video is coming at you on a Sunday afternoon for trading Sunday evening through Monday, March 7th, 2022. You're looking at the OMNI S&P daily bar chart. We know it had a left shoulder ahead, then the right shoulder forms. So we have the big head and shoulders formation here, right? Boom, boom, boom. That happens and it breaks the 200 bar moving average as it starts to move down, right? Comes down from the top, breaks the 200, stays under. Boom, forms this bear flag I've been showing you for video after video. Now that bear flag looks like this. If we update right now, we can see where the market should be, and there should be a bear flag waiting for us that's starting to break. Yeah, you look at this. S&P's already falling out of this bear flag on Sunday evening, so it is proving to be fruitful, and down we should go. Now, let's take another look. We've got another market to look at, and I'd say where it all began was here, so let's go to where it all began. Traders, it all started, this whole formation and the downward movement all began with the Russell 2000. So it all started here. It was the first one to break the 200 bar moving average. It was the first one to create the left shoulder of the head and shoulders, then create the head, then come down and form a right shoulder, and then this falls into a big bear flag I've been showing you in many videos, right? Look how scary that bear flag is, and it is starting to move lower right now. So here's where the market is this evening. Let's turn this arrow for you just so that we have a pointer on it. But the arrow, the market is dropping down through the bear flag right now. The bear flag, of course, is this big channel with the big flagpole on it, creating a flag that's upside down. So it did have one breakthrough up here, and a little one down here, and then the massive day when news came out about the war down here, whatever was going on at the moment. But the rest of the flag is pretty solid, so here's where we're starting to drop out of it. That bear flag is working. And remember, Russell has been leading, and it is leading the way once again. And then, there's no way out of this mess right now. If this remains, if this is allowed, there's going to be no way out of this mess. And that is crude oil. Look at the price of crude oil. Look at what's going on here. Now, we had a projection in our last two videos of 136. And we kind of hoped that would take some time to get there. And boom, it is already past. Or almost at, 136, which sits right about here. So if it goes up about this high, you're at 136. When we talked about this, we were down here. Nobody expected it to happen in one session, but here we are. Now, what's so important about this? Well, last time we were up this high was the only time crude's ever been this high, and it was during the debacle of 2008-9 crash, or the 2007-8 crash into 2009. The price of crude hit 145 a barrel and absolutely broke the back of the economy, our economy, the world's economy, and down we tumbled. So, in fact, it didn't even need to get to 145. We tumbled when it was about here, like it was just on Friday. This was about it. When we got to about here, the U.S. stock market cracked. What you're looking at to the left is when we had our big run-up before the crack in the stock market in 2008. Right about here, the stock market started to crack. And then it went to 145 crude, and the stock market really broke in 2008-9. So if you come to modern times, we're just about there. Look, drop this guy there. We're just about there. and above now. So this is what really hurt the market, and this is what broke the market's back. So, are we going to allow this to go to 145? Shale and fracking saved us. It saved our economy. It didn't exist, but it came up. And once crude started to go down and they started printing US dollars, the economy went back up. 2008 mine did, 2009. Well, right now, we've got all the shale and fracking we could ever want, but you've got to get big oil to drill, baby, drill, to take a quote from Larry Kudlow. Now listen, oil companies can drill more if they want. There is no off-season on drilling, but they're not, because high price like this, they're making a fortune on crude that they're getting out of the ground that costs down here, right? So it's costing them this, and they're selling it up here. Why would they bother to print more if they don't have to, so to speak? So we're not getting our big oil companies to drill fast enough, and shale and all that stuff's been slowed down, and pipelines have been closed, but we can be saved. Just like we see this save us, it already exists. So all we have to do is get it kicked into high gear. So write to the president, ask him to help us out. You know what I'm saying? Get these companies to start drilling, allow us to start moving some oil and go shale crazy. Otherwise, kids, I'm telling you now, the stock market's getting destroyed right now because of crude. In fact, you want a little scarier view of the Russell 2000? Maybe I was wrong about that. Oh, no, here we go. This is the Russell 2000 without the head and shoulders, without all the other stuff. The big, big bear flag. Be afraid, people. Be very afraid. This is coming at us. The big bear flag is coming to get us in Russell, where it all began. And that doesn't mean we're going to have a big market crash like 2008. I don't want to scare people, but for now, we're going down, right? There's a little bit more down movement happening. So let's go back to crude for a moment. And that was a monthly crude. The daily looks horrible enough. The monthly is just out of control. 1 month, really 1 day. 2 days this took to go from here to here. So if we don't get them to drill and our president doesn't allow it, the stock market will just continue to get destroyed, and that bear flag is probably there to show us that crude is going to take the market down. Now, we also started this move with an inverted head and shoulders. Look, shoulder, this would be the head, this would be the right shoulder, and away this thing went. So like we have an upright head and shoulders in our indices, you had inverted head and shoulders being bullish in crude, and I'll tell you right now, this is bad for us. So for now, you got to be careful. We're going to absolutely be selling the rallies in E-mini, S&P, NASDAQ, or Russell if we can get a fill. And remember, join me at livewithoscar.com. Please like and share these videos around the internet. And stops are in. Emotions are out. Traders, huddle with me in my trading room. No credit cards are required at livewithoscar.com, and I will get you through these rough and tumble markets each day. Thanks for tuning in.